Hey gang, that was the guitar introduction to Wilson Pickett's I'm in Love. Always been one of my favorite guitar introductions to one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite artists. Just love that song and love how the guitar just blends into it. And it's real easy too. Anyway, I just thought, at least in America, we need a little bit of feel-good stuff. So what do you say? Let's do this one together, all right? Here we go, note for note. All right, gang, let's go over this note for note. First things first, download the tab. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. This one's pretty straightforward. You probably won't need the tab. Second thing is the sound. Just keep it clean. The sound is really easy too. Keep it clean. I'm using a Tele-style guitar with the using the neck pickup, but you can use whatever guitar you want. Just make sure you keep it clean, kids. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is I'll play the whole thing slowly, verbatim, and then we'll go over it note for note, and then I want to show you a couple of variations that you can do, really simple, using the same techniques. Now, many of these techniques you can find in a video that I'm referencing right here on playing fourths and playing the Jimi Hendrix, John Mayer style. It's really predates Jimi Hendrix and John Mayer, but this is really an R&B style. Okay, but you can check that video out. All right, so here we go. Here it is, verbatim, slowly. Just repeats. Okay, so just a couple of things before we get into it proper. First of all, it is in the key of E, which is a key that's very amenable to all these R&B types of licks, like fourths. As well as a lot of beautiful open string chords that are also helpful in all of this to get that ringing sort of tone. So it's in the key of E. All right. So the chords, if you were just going to play the chords would sort of be an E, then you lead to a C sharp minor seventh, but you lead through the B. So somewhat like this. The first part would be this. Play a minor or minor seventh on that C sharp, doesn't really matter. And then we'll come from, the second part is sort of an A leading to an F sharp minor seventh, but we're going through G sharp minor seventh, like so. Okay, and then we're going back to E, but we'll go through B first. Now those chords are actually beautiful chords, I love them, but what this little lick is doing in the opening is, in my opinion, far better and far more memorable than the chords are. So let's go over that entirely. Let's go through the first lick would be this. Okay, so you'll notice that all of these are double stops, and so that is, a double stop is we're playing two strings, and we're playing two adjacent strings, generally speaking, and that's it. That's all a double stop really is. So basically it's a chord with two notes. So we're starting with the ninth. We're playing on the first two are on the first two strings. So this right here, those are on the first two strings. We're playing 9-9. And then 7-7. You'll notice you'll want to slide into that first 9. The third one is 9-9, but now on the 3 and 2 strings. Also, at the end of all these, you want to give it just a little vibrato. Not a ton of it, but just a little shake, all right, so that you can hear that vibrato. I exaggerated it there. That was a little bit more than you need. Okay, here's the back part. All right, so that one's 9-9 on the 3-2, and then we're going up to that 7 and 7 on the 2 and 1 strings that we did before. Here's the back end of the lick. All right, this is just a walk down, all on the 3 and 2 strings, and so respectively we're playing 9-9, and then 8-7, and then 6-5. Okay, and at the back end we're playing 6-5. This part right here is now we're playing 6-7. Back to 6-5. Okay, and then we'll slide up. We're playing 6-7, slide up to 8-9. Very common sort of sound in R&B. And then finally this chord, which is 8-7. Okay, here it is in its entirety. And that is it. Now again, as I said, you can check out that video that I posted before on the Jimi Hendrix, John Mayer sort of style, chord style. Posted that about a month ago, and a month prior to this video. And what are a couple of things that you can do? So we're using this technique of fourths. One of the things that you can do is you can try transposing this to a different position on the neck, and that'll give you different ideas for what are other fills you can try. So for example, we can transpose it up to here, the 9th fret instead. Right, that kind of thing. And that's going to lead us to maybe different fills. That kind of stuff. All right, so that's one thing you can do. Another thing that you can do is try triads in different places. Like I'm going to give you an example. If you know the major triads, for example, this is an A triad. On 4, 3, and 2 strings, we're playing 7, 6, and 5. Here's an F, that's an A major triad. Here's a F sharp minor triad on strings, again, 4, 3, and 2. We're playing 7, 6, and 7. And here's a G sharp minor triad, just 2 frets up from the F sharp minor triad, playing on 9, 8, 9. So one way you can play the back end of that lick is like this. It gives a little bit richer sound if you're playing with a sparser arrangement. So you can try triads in there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll let you go at this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Absolutely one of my favorite parts to one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite artists of all time. So you can tell I really love this one. I love this style. And I hope you do too, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, take care. See you down the road.